Thank you all for coming out. We have for you very exciting Division A West boosted Barnabos versus Lurk Patrol. Uh, Week 3, Season 11 of NGS. These are two teams that I know players on both and have limited knowledge or no knowledge of players on both teams as well. So that's very exciting. I do have some stats pulled up for them. We are actually, I guess I should give you not just jump straight into what map we're going to, but also should tell you. Oh, there we go. Alright, I got confused because I hadn't gone live yet. It felt like more than 30 seconds. I guess I should also go over all the coin flip information. So boosted Barnabos won the coin flip, and then they opted to have first pick, making the map pick go over to Lurk Patrol. And Lurk Patrol banned out Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass, two very large maps, maybe hinting at a weaker macro sense. Whereas boosted Barnabos banned out Infernal and Tomb, which are arguably some of the more standard maps to play. So it's very exciting to see those kind of taken out. We get a little bit of extra flavor sometimes when those maps are gone. And we are going to the one and only map of Towers of Doom. So, let's go over some Towers of Doom sets. So the standard way of playing it is a double soaker in the top 2 lanes, and then 4-man bot. Both teams do this, and it's very exciting, and you try to take the bot keep as much as you can. Win rate if you get the first and second altar. So this is, I believe, just the first and second altar of the first phase of 3, you get 64%. And if you get only the first altar, so you just get the first one, but then they channel one, I don't know how all that works out, and it's only a 48. Who knows what those stats really mean? Win rate by time span controlling all keeps. Yeah, as you can imagine, it's extremely high. If you can spend 45 seconds owning all 6 of them, it's 100% win rate. But if you only own all 6 for 65, it's only a 98% win rate. But those stats aren't super relevant. Towers of Doom is something that tends to play out very similarly every single time. Let me go ahead and turn on the in-game music so we have a little extra sound. I'm also very excited because today I am unveiling something new to my stream that I'm very excited for. I've been having a lot of fun messing around with it. I got, instead of using Alhi's UI for casting, I have a new one that I found that I've started using, and it has a lot more stats and a lot more controllability from Spazos. And I'm very excited because this is my first cast with it. And we're going to go ahead and jump straight into draft already. These teams are very excited to play. It's also kind of late. It is 11:30 at night, Eastern. But, we live for these late nights. This is when all the exciting stuff happens. So Towers of Doom. When we get into game, that first initial 30 seconds when we're waiting for the gates to fall and minions to start spawning, I'll kind of walk you through some of the aspects of the UI to kind of show off some things, and then I gotta check a couple settings in it. So we're gonna start looking for the first ban out of boosted Bonobos here, and Bonobos. And we just had a patch 2 days ago, and we had a quick fix on some things today as well. So like Tyrael was banned out from the past 2 days. And then we had Falstead had a talent banned as well. And now those aren't banned, so those heroes are fully playable today. So, we gotta watch for these Falsteads and the Tyraels and the Lilies now. And, Sonya's still good. And Uther didn't see any nerfs. So, there's a lot going on. We got Johanna ETC. We got TLV Chromie banned out. Lurk Patrol. TLV has actually been played quite a bit by Boosted Bonobos. They've already played it 3 times this season, which is massive. It's their second most played hero overall. We're going to see Fox jumping straight onto the Mephisto, who saw some changes. We saw some Q buffs. We also saw Durance get nerfed and buffed. The launch projectile for the root is slower, but it spreads out faster, more likely to grab more people, but a little bit harder to land. That's very exciting. The missile on the Q is faster. It launches a little bit quicker now. We're we're gonna go ahead and also launch predictions. Winner of map, Boost Barbo, Lurk Patrol. If you get 5 minutes to predict, got it. You can predict the winner. You bet your channel points there. We're gonna see the Hanzo and May come out of Gunny and FPS Nate. Very exciting picks. May, of course, has their Blizzard, her Snowball, Blind. We also have the Dash Forward. We're going to see Cassie picked up by Confused. We're going to see Wipeout on the York. Very good double soaker, but can also flex into the main tank slot. We've seen some of that back during CCL days. I know some teams from NGS have picked that up as well, and have played it during other tournaments leading up to this NGS season, or even already this NGS season. Hanzo from Gunny is really interesting. I'm interested to see if he goes Q build or auto attack build. I tend to go W build all the time. That's a little bit less popular. We're gonna see Diablo banned out now by Lurk Patrol. Interesting enough, Boosted Bonobos have not played that yet. And they haven't picked their tank or support yet, which is interesting as well. There's going to be the Maev band out, which is a very target band onto Ace. Ace is very well known as not necessarily a one-trick for Maev, but definitely a Maev main. Very, very much so. And, oh, sorry about that. Let me just unplug my phone so we don't get the going in and out. The next 2 picks out of Lurk Patrol here are really going to set the pace for what they're planning on doing. And they're going to pick up Malthael for their double soak and Stukov for their healer. It's going to leave Ace a little bit of room and flexibility, and he's got some sneaky picks that he can pull out. He's one of the few people who main melee assassin, which is kind of an underrepresented role, if you will, in terms of the fact that not a lot of people main that role in particular, because they tend to be a weaker role overall, at least thought of was weaker, but they tend to be situationally better. Also, Malthael can flex into the format if needed as well. And we're going to see a Nubarak and Lucio. Lucio got some high five buffs, moves faster as he goes to give high fives. Real fun guy doing that all the time. And the last pick, coming out of Ace, I don't want to say anything because I was just on the team for a different tournament with Ace, so like I kind of know his hero pool a little bit. But I don't want to be like, oh, he might go into this, and then he does it, and now it's out there that he plays that thing and he spoils it. So he's just going to go into Tychus. Tychus going to be able to burn a lot of auto attack damage into the Nubarak, which a Nubarak does not like, which is rather unfortunate for a Nubarak. On the loading screen, of course, we will introduce our teams, which gives them this opportunity to swap. And again, we are using a new UI in-game, and I'll kind of run over that real quick when we get into game. There's a lot of information on it. I'm very excited. If you know the game well, you'll see a lot of cool little things. If you don't know the game as well, it could be a little bit overbearing. So we'll go ahead and swap our stuff to in-game. You'll notice the position of stuff on this screen are a little bit different than before. Anyways, we have Gunny on Hanzo, Harnack on Malthael, Ektar on Stukov, Ace on Tychus, and FPS Nate playing the May. And on the side of Boosted Barnabo, we have Infofox playing Mephisto, Muffin on Nubarak, Wipeout on Lurk, Confused on Cassia, and Patience playing the Lucio. Alright, so this is the new UI. As you see, all the talents are up here, but also every single person's ability cooldowns are up here. You're going to see things like you can see Stukov's D cooldown right next to his HP bar there, so we can keep an eye on that when he pops it. There's not really any, we can see which form he's in a little bit cleaner there. Yes, I can read it, but I can't reply.
3, 2,
Did you remember to, built-in escape? I can't talk to him at all, anyways. Anyways, we're going to see the Q build out of Hanzo. We're going to see, of course, the On a Pale Horse, Reactive Ballistosaur. It's going to be Press the Advantage. May hasn't picked her talent yet. W build coming out of Mephisto. It's going to be Regen Globes from a Nubarak there. You can keep an eye on that counter up top. It's going to be the Ossian Renewal out of Yorick, Q build Cassia, and, of course, the Slip, or Accelerando is the name of that talent. Both teams kind of colliding a little bit, doing some damage here. Looks like some of the settings do reset every time. Here's some Blizzard stats, by the way. We're going to crank this down to 50. We'll do that. We'll come back and look at those stats a little bit later. Some of the things that you can see in-game. Just cleaning up a little bit. If there's certain items that like bug you that are on the screen, like seeing the HP of buildings, for instance, I think it's cool that once they're damaged, you can kind of keep an eye on the number. Ooh, Taika's ace gonna get kind of low here, down to 500 HP. But looking, well, he can go down to another 300, but Fox jumping in there. We keep an eye on to his E cooldown there. I'm pretty sure that's what it's giving us there. So he does have one. Patience, healing him up now. In the top, Lurk's just trying to wait for 4 to be able to double soak well. Kind of a little slow pre-4. Needs that Neo Peasants. Teams are mounting up here. Gonna go in, look around, see if there's anything going on. Not really. Seems just so relaxing. The other thing that is next to each of their level 10s is their well tap. So we'll be able to keep an eye on their well cooldown. So if anyone taps, you can keep an eye on that. It's really more for the top laners. Muffin gonna go in, gonna get silenced though, and it's gonna get deleted by that. Even though Wipeout was coming down to try to help with that camp invade, they were unsuccessful on the side of boosted Bonobos. I think I've gone over everything with the UI now, so we'll be able to focus a little bit more on the gameplay here. As the teams have both picked up their camp here and are pushing forward, trying to get their camp in. Boosted Bonobos will have theirs cleared out, but Lurk Patrol will be able to push in at least 2 of them. Not 100% sure if the third one went in or not. But yeah, we're moving forward. Muffin's here playing around the top there with Ace, keeping an eye out. Now we're going to move up here. Wipeout versus Ace in this lane. Mathiel's in the top soaking, and we're about to get our first altar phase, which of course is always the triple one. There's going to be a stun, and the silence was kind of underneath the new rack a little bit. I don't think it was quite catchy once he got stunned though. But yeah, these teams are just kind of chilling, hanging out right now. Ace is just above half health right now. He's going to play it a little safe, walk around there. Meanwhile, on the top, Wipeout's going to go ahead and pick up their altar. Harnack is going to go pick up his down here. We're going to have Patience moving Gunny around. Gunny's going to try to interrupt Fox here, and he will. May will also throw out the snowball there. Going to back up a little bit. There goes the engage there onto Ace, but no follow-up at the moment. Here comes Fox, though. Big W onto Ace. He's down to 300 HP. He's going to get stunned out there. 100 HP, and Ace will be the first to, or second to fall in this game. Muffin was the first. There's going to go Muffin, speaking of him falling. Xr getting low, down to 190 now. FPS Snake got a little bit low. Top, Lurk is just going to finish up that channel. And now Mathiel is going to finish that one as well. So 3v3 down here right now. One's missing a DPS, one's missing tank. Patience is going to go tap right now. Now May is going to channel. Or not May. Gunny on the Hanzo is going to channel. Harnack is down here now on the Mathiel. I'll try to help that out and secure that for them. Well, Wipeout went back to soaking. Ace is in mid lane, helping catch soak for his team. And it's, for those of you who showed up a little late, it's Spazo's UI. It's on GitHub. I noticed a Cavalier guest on stream was using it, and I thought it was cool, and I thought I'd give it a try for casting. Both teams can go ahead and start working on their siege camp once again, looking to pick those up. The 2 tanks kind of keeping vision there in the middle. Lurk Patrol going to pick it up slightly faster there. But overall, XP is going in favor of Lurk Patrol right now. They are up 2 kills to 1. Ektar getting low, does pop his D, and it's going to be Lucio who actually ends up falling there. The focus damage out of a Hanzo plus Tychus is quite a bit. This is going to give Lurk Patrol the opportunity to clear out the boosted camp once again, and boosted's going to have to play around and try to poke down this other camp as they slowly fall behind the siege damage down here. Now, up top in the other 2 lanes, let's see, is anything going to happen here? No. Alright, so quickly look up here. It's pretty even. The gate's here gone, but the gate doesn't give much in terms of XP, as it actually gives none. Towers are still standing everywhere. Boost is going to take an aggressive positioning here as they're looking to maybe catch someone out in the rotation to the double top objective. They're looking mid here at the Mathiel, who might be in trouble. He's going to blink past the Lurk, but Anuba's going to dive after him, get the double stun, and he's down to, and he's just going to be dead. There goes Mathiel. A good pick off right before the objective. Will they use this as an opportunity to be aggressive? Mathiel is, or Lurk is going to get one wrong offlaner, as the rest of boosted is going to move forward there, kind of zone out this objective a little bit, and yeah, Here comes Lurk Patrol. Ace in the back, gonna interrupt with the grenade. Gonna be the ping there from Patience, I'm guessing. Saying, watch over here. Fox is gonna blink forward. They're a little split on the side of Booster right now. Lurk Patrol is doing a good job of splitting them up, forcing them out, and Lurk Patrol will go ahead and get theirs 32 to 32. After this is launched, it is going to be 28 to 32. Right? 32. KSC back down here in the bot lane, trying to get boosted Bonobos some XP, while the rest of her team pick up mid for Lurk to help him out. And now, it's going to be Lurk Patrol rotating down to the bot as 4. And we're going to take this opportunity, never mind, they're about to collapse here. Looking at FPS Nate here on the side of boosted, but she's going to be able to skate away as Muffin misses all of the CC there. Quick check here. So this is damage done to structures. We can see that Cassia and Tychus are in the top there. High five, of course, the heart, they're coming out. Damage to minions, of course, Mathia and Lurk are me topping that. Drop that, see if these teams are going to fight here. The other stats were like deaths, time spent dead, time spent CC'd. Ooh, we actually have a engage there onto Wipeout. We are going to be able to catch that as Wipeout will go down to the gank from Ace with the help of Mathael. All that percent damage into an offlaner. It doesn't really matter what hero actually. Just that much percent damage is going to get you killed. There's going to be the Cocoon onto Mathael to help Fox get out safely. Confuse going to finish up the siege camp meanwhile. Lurk Patrol picking up theirs as well. The stun there onto Ace as he's cut out a little bit, but he's not going to be picked off. The Jerks is actually going to miss from Mephisto there. Now they're going to blink forward. They're still looking for this damage onto Ace. He's down to 400 HP, down to 99, 94, 158. Can they finish him off? They cannot as he gets away. Their Ice Wall coming out now, hitting 2. No, not a crazy amount of follow-up, but it was the disengage they needed to get Ace out of there in the 4v5. Mathael rotating back down to Ace, who's able to tap in mid, is rotating back in. He's back up to about 900 HP, about to cross that 1000 HP threshold. As Fox is looking for the channel, was unable to finish it in time. Muffin's going to go back up to tap. The two coming out of Wipeout to try to zone, but it's really just going to trap him in there with Gunny. But it's going to be Mathael will be the first to fall there, as he dove in too much into boosted Bonobos. He's going to first Lurk Patrol to back up a little bit. Gunny's going to get one more interrupt there with the Q as he works on his Q stacks as well. He's going to get another interrupt there. Durst is going to land. Fox is going to try to follow up damage, but it's behind the wall. He's going to be unable to get much out of that. As these teams are continuing to go back and forth here. It is now 28 to 28, all tied up as these teams continue to scale. I guess we can take a moment to kind of consider the scaling on each team. As never mind, there's going to be a CC chain coming out from both teams there. Big Blizzard actually going to save Gunny there. But it's going to be Cassie who's the next one in trouble. It's going to be down to 300 HP. And it's going to be hit by the Ice Wall. They're going to drop it into the Hanzo arrow. Cassie going down. Now the Blizzard coming out, going to hit Fox. No, Fox is going to blink out. Meanwhile, the Anubrek is going to cocoon Ektar. Ektar is going to pop out of that as well. Fox is taking quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, from the Hanzo auto attack damage. But that's going to be all that died that fight. Muffin's going to fat back. Here comes another Dirt underneath the tower. Is going to hit May. But with only Lucio and Mephisto there, Mephisto already being at half HP, it's going to be difficult for them to secure a kill on that. Meanwhile, this fort is down to 6,800 HP as Lurk Patrol looks to siege it down. Here comes the flank though from Wipeout. He's going to look for the Entomb. He's going to end up hitting the tank, and it's going to be the disengage coming out of Ektar, who is low on mana. He's going to be stunned out by the Anubrek, and there's going to be the high five onto Anubrek to keep him from getting stunned by the Blizzard. Meanwhile, the Odin is popped out of Tychus. The Hanzo is going to finish his arrow. Here comes the lightning ball now out of Confused, and the high five onto Confused to make sure she doesn't take too much damage from those tower shots. It's going to force Lurk Patrol to back this time, and Boosted Bonobos once again going to look for the gank there onto Mephisto, but he was aware of it this time, and he's going to go out. Lurk's going to run all the way top lane for XP right before this objective spawns. There is quite a few ults there on cooldown from both teams. You're going to have to see who ends up playing out. There's going to be some stuns to try to zone. Patience trying to channel. There comes the Endurance of Hate, but the Unstoppable from Maiev will keep her, or May will keep her from getting hit by the root and too much damage. The Cocoon there was onto Ace meanwhile, and the Entomb comes out, isn't going to hit anyone, but May's going to skate in. Now the Ice Wall is going to miss. both teams just kind of launching abilities right now, seeing what sticks, seeing what doesn't, trying to get as much out of this as they can as they continue to fight. Here comes the Blizzard, though. It's not going to hit anyone once again, but the Lurk is taking quite a bit of damage from this Tychus here in the back. He's going to get high five now from Patience. He's going to try to heal up. It's going to be the Mothiel chased down by Cassia there in the top. Missed that. Ektar taking quite a bit of damage down to 400. He's going to try to swing back. Meanwhile, FPS and 8 is trying to peel away from the rest of the teams, getting drained with hope. But here comes the Hanzo arrow now. Going to stun out all four members of Boosted Bonobos. As Ektar is going to end up taking the damage and falling there as they continue to be chased down by Boosted Bonobos. Here comes another Durance, but this one's going to miss. And now Boosted should be able to channel this. Gunny will probably look for at least one interrupt. He's going to launch the arrow. He's going to get the one interrupt. May is also looking for an interrupt. They're going to dodge the next Hanzo arrow that comes out. But the FES Nate there with the May looking for plenty of interrupts. Looks like they're all out interrupts now. Lurk will finally finish that channel. The XP is still in favor of Lurk Patrol. They are catching waves a little bit better. Getting ahead in XP. The kills are tied up now as well. As just kind of look, Boosted Bonobos is going to start picking up their camp. Meanwhile, their minion wave is pushing in here. Siege camp's almost done now, but we have another gank on Lurk by the double % damage coming out of Lurk Patrol, but unable to secure the kill this time around. As he also is going to miss the spooky bucket.
What? I mean,
there's going to become the gank now. The tank is going to take quite a bit of damage there on the side of Lurk Patrol, but not enough to kill him. Not even get him the half, actually. Ace is now back in the bot lane, rejoining the classic 4v4 bot. There, the Hanzo arrow is going to miss, but there's only 698 health left on Boosted's core down here. Here comes the Cocoon. They're onto Ektar in that Stukov. The double stun coming out, but now the disengage and the Blizzard. Not the Blizzard, the Ice Wall. The other ice ability. As the teams continue to launch heroics. Both teams have a lot of very short cooldown heroics. So they are kind of just basically 4 basic ability heroes on both teams. Like every hero has 4 basic abilities. It is not the... 52 HP, they're going to get this. 3, there he goes. The sad kitty from the HGC. Ace is going to finish up that siege camp, which is now, because that fort's fallen, threatening to get 3 additional shots in favor of Lurk Patrol. It's going to be a triple altar spawn. It looks like Boosted are mostly going to be focusing on their top one. Not looking to play too aggressively. Never mind, 4 of them, maybe. Looks a little indecisive here. It's going to be 1 top done in favor of Lurk Patrol, but Ace, or Gunny, going to drop, and so will Mothiel there on the Mothiel Mephisto. Ugh, so many M's. And that's all the shots she wrote for that altar phase, and Boosted will have time to come back down here and clear out this camp before it can get in, denying, but Muffin can be found out there by the members of the Lurk Patrol, but has that barrel charge, and there's going to be a pause. So we will go back to this screen. Wait, nothing's been said yet as to why. Pause. Mixed reactions to the UI so far. Ektar had lag. Alright, so they're done already. That was it. That's all she wrote. In terms of this pause. So we do see the members of Lurk Patrol coming back down here, but Ektar might be coming back up here. Gank wipeout. Catch a little bit of soak. Mothiel is still dead. So is Hanzo. 3, 2, 1 to clear that. As Boosted will use this as an opportunity to start retaking the bottom keep here on their side, using the Beetles from Lurk to help tank that out for them. Those still do tank, but they only tank when you have an aggro the tower onto you. Here comes the Cocoon onto May. The Durance is going to miss, but the Lurk is already in the background there. They're going to try to focus down Ace here onto the Tychus. They are going to make him fall. May is going to be the next target. She's going to be hit by the Entomb. She is going to use the Blizzard, though, to keep anyone from being able to get too close. Muffin is trying to zone out Ektar there on the Stukov, and they're going to get a double stun coming in from a Nurek. Double stun coming out from New York, and it's going to end up spelling the doom for May plus Stukov. Diving past that bottom keep there. Boosted Barnabas with the gank coming in from New York. Going to get the big damage and kill 3 members. The only 3 members that weren't already dead, basically, on the side of Lurk Patrol. 18-21, and it is Towers of Doom, so this is still anyone's game. Now, for the first time this game, Boosted Barnabas are actually going to take the lead in XP. The percent damage, the draining HP going back and forth, really. It's just the same bit of XP going back and forth. Boosted going to try to look to get a bit of a tower down, maybe, down here. Get the little XP boost as they're trying to win the race to 20. 1 tower. 2 towers gonna fall, giving them that little extra boost of HP. Infofox gonna look to channel the bottom objective. Meanwhile, you have Lurk once again trying to run away from this Tychus Mathael, but he's perfectly fine. There's gonna be the stun coming out of Muffin, but no follow-up damage. Just the peeling stun for now. There's gonna be the Dirt onto Hanzo. They're gonna look to entomb him, but he is a Hanzo. He's just gonna jump out. He's still taking damage here. He's gonna be ran down by Fox and Confused. Meanwhile, the Tychus is going to get cocooned, but Mathael will break him out, as that is Odin used there. Now the teams are trying to run forward here. The big helping, or swinging arm. Gosh, you think I was, like, tired or something with how much I'm messing up names of ability stuff. There's going to be the lightning ball going back and forth between May and Cassia for maximum damage. Now you do have 20s on the side of Boosted Barnabas. High 5 upgrade, which we did see. It is Infinite Lightning Ball. Silence and Tomb is going to be Rewind there on the new rack, which you can see the cooldown is now down to 39 seconds. Mimic, which we saw the effects of. Those are the 20s coming out of Boosted Barnabas, which are sealing away this bottom camp with the help of Lurk, while Muffin is going to use the tunnel there. Lurk Patrol, meanwhile, is going to pick up top camp, just trying to get that extra XP, maybe take top keep down, as response to they know they're going to lose bottom keep because they're down 20 right now. And there goes bottom keep. They actually probably have enough time here on the side of Boosted to run all the way top and try to defend this, potentially. It is going to get pretty low there. Those camps, the siege camps on this map do quite a bit of damage coming into the late game. Muffin's going to be spotted out. He is ahead of the rest of his team, but there's going to be 1 stun. 2 stun, but it's going to be unstoppable there by the Mathael. There's going to be the Silence and Tomb, though. Here comes the Ice Wall to try to disengage. The Infinite Lightning Ball, meanwhile, is going to actually get used, and it's going to go down as well. There's going to be the kill onto Mathael in the end. Now they're chasing down Gunny here on this Hanzo. They're trying to get the speed boost out of Patience on that Lucio. They're jumping forward. The boot back from Patience, as there's going to be the Silence Puddle as well. It's going to be the Cocoon onto Mathael. Do they have the damage to finish him when he comes out? Gunny's on the 600 health. They do not have enough HP to save him. Ace is going to be the next to fall because the cooldown reduction from Infinite Lightning Ball. Going to be able to use that to finish him off as well. Here comes a Blizzard. The big Hanzo W trying to get in. Gunny's trying to finish off, maybe get some kills as the next alter phase will start to spawn. Ooh, Muffin almost diving into the death zone, which could have been really bad. As another fight going in favored of Boosted Barnabas. They've scaled pretty well. I feel like their scaling is with Mathael is just really good. Mathael scaling tends to be one of the higher heroes in terms of scaling. Ektar Gunny down here trying to get back this bottom keep, but now they have to be worried about, are they going to die? The Durance will miss there from Fox, but the boot back from Lucio is going to be enough. That's going to be another kill going for Boosted Barnabas. 3 dead currently on the side of Lurk Patrol. Confused over here, taking the siege camp for Boosted Barnabas. Muffin's kind of keeping an eye around on the tunnel and stuff, making sure they're not going to get flanked by the May. But now they have vision on the May plus Hanzo down here. They're going to dive in on the Hanzo, but there's going to the Blizzard to try zone, but it's not going to be enough, as Gunny's going to go ahead and fall down as well. Look at these army of beetles coming out from a new rack. Fox is going to jump forward, but it's just going to be ice blocked there out of May. Confused is now going to pick up the aggressive invading siege camp, if you want to call it that still. Meanwhile, Lurk is going to be once again engaged on by Tychus, but just backs off. As both camps now in the bot lane pushing forward in favor of Boosted. but the Blizzard coming out from May gonna try to stall them out. Cocoon there on to Tychus is gonna quickly burn away by the Mothtail, but it's about to be 5 members of Boosted down here. The Nubrek's trying to back though in vision, so they might not want this fight. The objective is gonna spawn in 24 seconds. They're gonna become the Silence Entomb onto the Mothtail. All the damage is gonna come up, but the Ice Wall's gonna hit all or 3 members, but it's not going to be enough to save the Mothtail. Lurk's going to be the trade out kill though. Here comes the Dirt now by Fox, but Fox doesn't have W after he blinks in. Actor down to half HP, so does Ace on the Tychus. The 3 members of Boosted though are quite alive. Sorry, I was, it's so much going on. I was trying to rub my head, and everyone moved up out of that fight. As the Hanzo arrow is going to be used to jump in there. Tar still has his D. He's trying to look to spread out his healing postulate as much as he can, but it's all being ran away from him. Fox taking quite a bit of damage from the death zone here. FPS Nate now in the back. Here comes Gunny as well, though. Gunny's going to be zoned out by the Nubrek. He's going to be stunlocked and killed. Now it's FPS's Nate turn. There's going to be the Infinite Lightning Ball bouncing between Cassie and May. May's going to try to dive away, but she's down to 130 HP. She's going to be the next to fall. Ektar way over here, and the wrong team. He's going to walk around and just die in the enemy death zone, diving forward as much as they can. There goes the last channel. That's going to be GG. Quick try to look at the time, CC'd. Lucio, of course this counts every second that they're slow too, so that's just a lot of seconds of slow. This is time spent dead. Those stats probably aren't worth it. Here is the stats. Traditional in-game stats. Mephisto, 0 deaths, 6 kills to 21. Siege damage, of course, it goes over to Mothtail. For double soaking, surprisingly, is Mephisto next, and then Lurk. Exciting first game. It's been a while since I've casted, so pardon all of my little mistakes of calling heroes the wrong names, even if they're not even in game. But Boosted Bonobos able to scale up and get the kill there. They were able to do that. Now we gotta wait. So Lurk Patrol is the choice now. They can either opt for first pick, which Boosted had because they won the coin flip and that's what they chose, or they could try to choose the map again. And oh, sorry, camera's in a different spot because of the screen setup. I'm not. I should have moved it, but I didn't want to. Yet, we'll probably get around to that eventually. Cleaning up the setup a little bit. We also didn't use the instant replay feature, which we've had here for like a year and a half now on Nexus commentaries, which is really out of practice. We need a game 3. I don't know if I could handle a game 3 right now. Not if they're gonna be that intense. It's like camping. Ooh, I guess we should choose the outcome. The winner was Boosted Barnabas. Prediction. Yes. Ooh, there's the prediction done. RB's winning the points. Yonner's losing the points. So Yonner's was running a pretty good return ratio if Lurk Patrol pulled that out. And here, thank you, 8-Bit. We're going to go to Volskaya Foundry. So let's go ahead and talk about Volskaya Foundry now. Volskaya Foundry. Let's pull up some map stats. There are no Storm League map stats. Do we have a quick match? No. There are 0 map stats for Volskaya Foundry on this website. Ugh. Odds log needs to get stuff together. I do use Heroes Profile for like player stats and stuff, but the map and objective stats are just, they're not really there on that website yet. Meanwhile, they are there for Hotslug still, so I try to use that when I can, but sometimes they don't have map stats for certain maps still for some reason. We're going to Volskaya. Tends to be a longer map because a lot of people objective is hard on this map. Let's be honest. It is arguably undertuned, but it's also very difficult to use optimally in terms of like you want your HP to run out when your timer runs out. Do you want one person in it, 2 people in it? What are you doing with it? Which lane are you going to? And It used to be very standard. You get first, you go top, you get second, you go bot, you get third, you go core. The best you can. And Hextra, we're going to jump into the draft any second now. Both teams saying they're ready. I'll throw out the R as well. Oh, yeah, they are asking. Not every team asks casters if they're ready. I don't care if they don't, honestly. I'm here for them, not they're here for me. I should, I guess, award boosted their point there for winning the first one. No quick check to make sure they didn't swap sides, which they did not, thankfully. I did ask them not to, because they both have long names. So this map, yeah, tends to go long. If you watch CCL, it was very exciting to watch this map. I especially liked watching this map when Cure was playing on Zeratul on this map. I enjoyed watching that. We're going to see the Maiev band now. Makes sense. Again, Ace is very good on that character, and this map makes you clump on the objective. So, we're going to see Vikings band out on this map as well. We're going to go ahead and start the predictions soon, but not quite yet. You'll have 5 minutes to predict, but I like to start it after the initial bans, because then the rest of the draft tends to not take 5 minutes. Go ahead and start that if you want to go ahead and bet on that. We're going to see the TLV Uther ban, and we're going to see Maiev Diablo. It's going to be first pick Chromie, once again going over to Fox on the side of Boosted Bonobos. So it is map pick by Lurk Patrol. They opted for this map. Maybe they have some kind of strategy in mind. Maybe they brought in Cure to play Zeratul. That'd be exciting. Probably against NGS rules to bring in someone that high of a rank into a Division A West game. But we're going to see the early Diva pickup. And we're missing... I don't know. Did they swap someone out? They might have swapped someone out. I don't know. We're going to also see the Johanna picked up there for FPS Nate. Don't know if that's frames per second Nate or first person shooter Nate. Just FPS Nate. Wipeout's going to pick up the Sonya and Patience on the Ana. So we're going to have a nanoed Chromie or a nanoed Sonya maybe even. Maybe they'll pick another nano target. Who knows? In terms of bans here, you're probably just going to ban a tank if you can. On the side of Lurk Patrol, it is going to be the Garrosh ban. Meanwhile, I think Boosted might ban a support. I think is their optimal bans. Both teams are betting here. InfoFox, the highest bettor against his own team right now for the predictions. Tychus banned out. Tychus did very good that last game. Lots of ganks onto Wipeout there in the offlane, but also able to kill tanks very well, and that makes Tychus annoying for tank players. We're gonna have the recently buffed Malfurion, and we're gonna have KT. This is an old duo, and then we're gonna have the classic Cho'Gall coming out from Muffin and Confused. So here's the thing about Malf. Malf got a new talent yesterday, and it's at level 1, and his root sleeps for 2 seconds after the root expires. If the root is removed by, say, like an Ana Dart, it immediately sleeps you. The only way to not be slept if the root, when the root goes off, is to literally go unstoppable long enough that you remove the root and the sleep. And there's going to be a last pick by a Zeratul, and they're actually swapping that. That's surprising, because Ace plays Zeratul. So, Cho'Gall is going to get rooted, and then they might as well not Z, because, you're going to be slept for 2 seconds. It's really obnoxious. It's a really good mouth tell. For better or worse. Going into Game 2 of Lurk Patrol versus Boosted Bonobos. On the side of Lurk Patrol, we have Ace on Zeratul. They did swap by High Def on Diva, Ector playing Malfurion, Gunny on Kalefox, and FPS Nate on Johanna. And on the side of Boosted Bonobos, we have Cho being played by Muffin. We have Gall being played by Confused. Sonya being played by Wipeout, Fox on the Chromie, and Patience on the Ana. And I hit a number key, so you're watching a POV. As we're hiding into, we gotta adjust this. That I don't like having to change every single time. Ooh, we can turn off that. We'll leave it on.
Battle begins in
Swap
10
over this.
seconds.
Actually, let's try for this one. Let's turn
5,
off.
4, 3.
Never mind. I was gonna turn off the numbers for building, see if people like that better. But
Let the battle begin.
couldn't remember which one it was. Ace is gonna kill the eye coming out of Mufused. Mufused. I like that name actually. It's a good Cho'Gall name. The quality of Cho'Gall player is determined by the Cho'Gall name that they form together. Oh, thank you for the raid, Ice. As these teams are colliding, you guys are just in time to watch a Cho'Gall versus a Zeratul on Volskaya, because we're going late game, so everyone's picking late game heroes. We did have a very exciting game one. I'm also trying out this new UI. You can put your feedback there in Twitch chat. I'll read it later. As Infant Fox being kind of harassed there by Ace on the Zeratul in that rotation. There goes the eye though. Ektar's going to clean that up. Ektar did go the sleep talent in case you missed that earlier. We also have Globe's Iron Skin. Diva's going the liquid cooling. So she's going to get a reduced well cooldown and be able to tap globally. Of course, it's going to be the Shadow Hunter. Slam build, Chromie's going to be Time Walker's Pursuit, Sleep build, Taskmaster, all the standard talents really, more or less. Liquid Cooling I think is the most interesting one. Though I'm extremely excited to see how Ektar's Malfurion plays out on this map. I played Malfurion in I played Malfurion yesterday in my NGS match. It went alright. Mufuse going to go ahead and pick up the fortification camp. Meanwhile, it's actually going to be an aggressive play out of Lurk Patrol here, trying to seal away the support camp. Ace getting kind of low though, down to 200 HP. Needs to be careful of a Chromie. There's a big sleep dart there out of patience though. This camp hasn't fallen yet. Big anti-heal as well, and Ektar and Ace are really low right now and can't really step forward. It's just going to be a free support camp now for Mufuse there on the Cho'Gall. And it does percentage healing, and Cho'Gall is a large HP bar. Ooh, they're trying to finish off Ace there. We're unable to do so as he ticks back up there from the Malfurion healing. KT versus Infofox here on the Chromie, trying to burst each other down as the mage combats usually happen. Ace is going to look to rotate down, but currently he's spotted by Vision. He's going to go ahead and hang out mid now. Miffy is going to try to beat up on this Johanna at the moment. They're going to dash forward. 38 HP on Gunny there in the back. He's going to be forced to back, but he will be back into lane in time for the objective. Both teams continue to get so confused here on the Cho'Gall. Going to go ahead and pick up their siege camp. Ace and Ektar, the duo, going to move over and get theirs with the help of Gunny now as well. Time Walker's Pursuit, keeping an eye on the enemy, keep making sure that Chromie can rotate around. The Zeratul will be a major threat for Chromie going forward. Slam, we're going to see the uppercut, sleep, orb. Let's see here, Psionic Strength, Rush Down, Rejuvenation. Ooh. Here comes the root there underneath the Chromie. They're going to be rooted and then slept, but is going to be able to get healed up by Patient there on the on. Ace is going to have to run away as well. Gunny getting low once again now, down to 149 HP. It's going to have to back off as these teams continue to clash and deal quite a bit of damage to each other, honestly. A high damage game so far, considering how late both these team comps can go. FPS Nate gonna drop below half HP now. Ace is starting to walk forward. He does have the turret there. It's gonna be the root there, and then the sleep onto the Cho'Gall. Ace there in the back line trying to harass Chromie once again. That is his target. Big sleep coming out. Patience are gonna set up the Chromie damage onto the KT. He's gonna be the fall. There's gonna be the Diva Max next, but gonna be able to get away thanks to the help of the Malfurion root. You know, to zone them out there. Mafuse gonna jump forward, make sure they get that XP, get the Nate getting low, almost got sniped by the Chromie. The Chromie's doing quite a good job of landing those skill shots right now. It was the W at 7 there, Seeker in the Dark coming out of Zeratul for that extra mobility onto the W talent, not the Wormhole talent. There's gonna be the Protector coming out. Are they gonna put Cho'Gall in it? It is. It's a triple-headed Protector. They still need a Gunner though to get a value from all three heads. It's actually going to be Living Bomb build coming out of Kael'thas. Subdue. So, let's see, get on the point. which is rather ironic on this map to get a talent called Get on the Point when you have to get on the point for the objective. Also gonna be Ogre Rampage, Kevin out of Gall there, confused on that Gall inside the Protector currently, so it's a Protector with a Gall sticking out of it, casting abilities. As they did take a top lane here, the original OG way to play this map, considered standard for the longest time, and still is. It's getting low here, down to 12% now on the Protector as they're looking to break it here on the side of Lurk Patrol. He's gonna dodge that the punches there coming out. 2% left on the Protector, but it's gonna time out. So that was very optimal to have your HP and time run out at the same point. Both teams still just looking for XP. About to be level 10 here on the side of boosted Bonobos. Once they have 10, I imagine they're just going to rush the heal camp right now. Get a second heal camp for the Cho Gall. They can hold one less item because Gall can't hold an item. But they still have two people who can hold items in the form of Patience who will pick it up. And Wipeout can still pick up an item as well. There's going to be the stun there onto Ace from the Hammer at level 10. We also have Wrath Berserker twisting down there. We're actually going to be fighting quite a bit here as 10s are also picked up here on the side of Lurk Patrol now. Low kill count game, but a lot of damage once again. These teams very good at surviving damage and very good at dealing damage. And neither one quite able to get that many kills that early into the game. Though both these comps, again, scale very well. Infofox needs to be careful in this rotation. It's going to be found by Ace here. And Zeratul at 10 with Might of the Nazarim. Narazim is very dangerous for a little old Chromie. Meanwhile, the offlaner is going to hang out here. We're going to watch them for a little bit because Boosted was just getting the C champ. Nothing real exciting going on. But it is going to be a rotation here onto Fox on the Chromie. Can they catch him out? Did not go quite aggressively enough to find him. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they're actually punching one each other here in the bot lane. Watch Diva and suddenly trade damage, and there goes the mech now. Ooh, sorry. Watching the mech die. I need to watch the nano boosted Cho Gall, but here comes the falling sword Johanna into the back line, but it's going to be Ace going to be the next to the full. Can't really fight into them under turn. It was one turn each. There goes Johanna next. Patience getting out with 149 HP. Lurk Patrol looking to scale even more for this Zeratul to really get kills. Here comes Ektar to the bot lane. Help heal up the Diva. Make sure that this lane doesn't get out of hand in favor of Sonya. The top C champ was stolen away there by Mafused and Infofox. We're going to just treat Mafused as one person for this map. Because they are one body. Two minds, one body. Ace looking for the rotation. Maybe hoping to catch someone out. Going to get his W there. Seeker, but isn't going to hard engage. It is difficult for him to fight underneath the Cho Gall. He has a hard time killing Cho Gall. It would take him a very long time. But these two squishy targets that have to kind of... They're like little baby birds hovering around the mommy bird of Fuse, trying to make sure they stay protected. Though there goes Johanna running forward. Wasn't sure how hard they were going to engage into it. They weren't. Really, it just looks like they were making space for Ace to get into position here for that rotation. But instead, Boosted Bonobos is going to look for the siege damage here coming out. Now we're going to be in the backline here. And there's going to be the Falling Sword as well as they're trying to engage onto Wipeout here. They are going to finish off Wipeout in the back. The Nano boosted Cho Gall once again. There goes the Twisting Nether going to barely clip Johanna, it looked like. But Johanna is going to end up falling. There comes the Malfurion ulti trying to slow down the Cho's movement by silencing him. Of course, they can't silence the Gall. Now Ace is still looking at Fox down here, though. Patience going to keep him healed up. But Mafused, once again, going to be working on the support camp. And going to have another heal camp picked up by them. Ace and Ektar down here picking up the fortification camp for their team. Mafused trying to run in, look for that damage. Both teams coming into mid lane. Both teams also just ignoring top objective right now. It's been up for a while, in case you didn't know. Just sitting up there, waiting for someone to come stand on it. There's the root, and then the sleep onto Cho'Gall. Sowing Sands that are going to help zone out for him. And of course, it's Cho'Gall, so just going to look to go right back in. They haven't really lost HP yet, and of course, he does have the amp healing at level 1 if they do get below a certain threshold. But Mafuse is able to just Q in, Q out with that the level 4 uppercut. There's the gravity lapse into the root, into the sleep, into condemn, and he doesn't even go below 3/4 HP. They're about to hit 16 here on the side of Boosted Bonobos. If you know anything about Cho'Gall, especially when Gall is W build, you know they're about to get a lot of stuns. A lot of stuns is very bad for Lurk Patrol. It's especially bad for Zerso. He gets hit by one stun, he's probably just going to die every single time from here on out. He needs to be careful. As there are 16s, it is a 2-level advantage in favor of Boosted Bonobos right now, and they're just going to use that to push forward. There comes the Twisting Nether, the Nano Boosted Twisting Nether going to land onto 3, if not 4 members. The Falling Sword, but it's going to be Malfurion next. Meanwhile, Ace is trying to look for these pickoffs on the backs, which is really the winning condition right now on the side of Lurk Patrol, but Mafuse is too busy running rampant through the rest of the team for him to get too much value. We go ahead and drop one heal camp there as well, even. Actually, it looks like they dropped both. They don't have any items left on the side of Boosted Bonobos. Sonya was able to pick up the bot 4 in the meantime. A lot of structure damage in favor of Boosted Bonobos as they just continue to run it down this lane. Yeah, not much to say about that. There is still a potential for Lurk Patrol here. They just need to scale. Just need to continue to scale. Zeratul can scale like it's nobody's business. His 16 gives him extra auto attack damage if he wants it, extra Q damage if he wants it. Whatever he wants, he can get extra damage on it. And of course, the hardest part for them is going to be dealing with all of these leaded orbs coming out of Gall. Confused there on the Gall, stunning everyone constantly. Actually, let's take a quick look here while we have a moment. Time CC'd enemies. Gall, 19 seconds already. He just got the talent a level ago, and he's already stunned them for 19 seconds. That's so much CC in such a short period, like 19 seconds out of a minute, when you weren't even like in a team fight for that minute, and you stunned them for 19 seconds. 4 members here on the side of Lurk Patrol are looking to get their fortification camp, but they're going to be invaded once again by the Nano Boosted Cho'Gall as they're running it forward here on Mafused, just looking to punch and swing and orb and Qs, everything. And there goes Ektar because there's not much. Gunny's going to be the next to die, going through the shield at level 1. There's the stuns from orbs going to keep Diva Q from being on the safer. There's going to be the mech pop, but Mafuse doesn't care that they're tanking the keep. They're just going to keep running it down. 600 to 300 HP, 117, and she's down. Johanna's going to have to Falling Sword. They're trying to get the kill. Onto Mafuse as the keep's going to fall to the rest of the members of Babbling are boosted, and that's going to be Sonya Spear into Zeratul to kill him as Mafuse there is going to go ahead and pick off the Johanna. Now the members of Boosted Bonobos are looking to end this. 10,000 HP left to record, 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is going to be game. Boosted Bonobos taking the series in a clean 2-0 victory. Well played to both teams, though. Ugh, I have to agree. Nano Boosted Cho'Gall does sometimes feel illegal. If you know anything about Boosted Bonobos, know that Muffin plays a lot of Cho'Gall. As the series winners will be Boosted Bonobos, they're using that, as chat's now referring to it as, illegal Cho'Gall. 13 kills to 1, Gall topping the hero damage, only death was on Sonya, report wipeout for feeding. Alright, I'm going to shift back over here. And yeah, when you're facing a Cho'Gall, you shouldn't never try to scale into it. You need to look for early game siege, like a Savannah spec there, and just trying to run it down, or a Zagara, who at least when she skills also brings percent damage pretty heavily. Let's go ahead and reach out to Boosted Bonobos though for interview. Never mind. They reached out to me. We're going to go to So we are going to get, for this interview, the one, the only, your friend and mine, Wipeout. And Muffin, actually.
And a muffin.
And it looks like we're getting both. We're getting a Muffin and a Wipeout.
Mhm.
How do you guys feel right now?
Well, you know, we
little
just
surprised.
got to play a freaking Cho'Gall game. It's wild.
Yeah, so chat is now referring to it as illegal Cho'Gall. They're after that game, my Twitch chat is asking for NGS to just ban Cho'Gall straight out, especially a nano boosted Cho'Gall. they felt like it was a little unfair of a hero. What's your response to that?
I think anyone that knows Muffin knows to ban Joe.
Well, these guys will know better next time, right? Right?
Yeah, that's the nice thing about playing twice every team.
And then everyone was also calling for their channel points because they forgot to end the prediction.
Oops.
Do you want to guess who is the highest bidder in favor of Lurk Patrol?
Yawners.
No. He was actually the highest voter in favor of boosted Bonobos.
Okay, then I just fizzed.
It was InfoFox.
Ay ay ay.
InfoFox figured that win or lose, he was going to win this game, either channel points or get the dub. Either way, it was well played. Let's talk about game one a little bit. We went to Towers of Doom, and Wipeout got ganked a couple times by double percent damage. How'd that feel?
It was it felt awesome. They played that really well. Actually, kudos to their tactics. I think it was Ace.
Ace, yeah.
Yeah, he was awesome. It did not feel good.
Chat wants to know, Muffin, what do you hate playing against when you play Cho'Gall?
When I'm playing against Cho'Gall, I mean, wait, playing as Cho'Gall? Me
Your-
playing as
your-
Cho'Gall?
Your Cho'Gall, what do you not want to see on the enemy team?
Lily.
Oh, I want to see everything. I dare you to beat my Cho'Gall. That's all.
Oh, the gauntlet has been thrown here tonight on Nexus Commentaries. Basically, Muffin saying, never ban Cho'Gall. Step up and face it. See what you can do. Alright, let's go back to game one, though. Let's keep talking about game one. You guys were behind a little bit in the first half. Were you ever concerned about the fact that you were behind a little bit?
Well, after I saw what was going on in early game, I was just like, maybe we can just take a step back. We're scaling, our Cassia scaling, our Mephisto scaling, everything is fine. Oh, and everything was fine.
And then there was me, the pessimist.
Classic Wipeout. Yeah, how was your double soaking, I know how much you like Towers of Doom.
I literally just said I hate this map when they ganked me going top. So, what do you think?
It sounds like you had a lot of fun.
And they banned the DLV, which sucked.
Yeah. TLV on that map, though, is like Cho'Gall in every other map, though, right? Like, just kind of unfair. So, alright, game two then. Going into that draft, was your game plan Cho'Gall? Or was that like a last minute, hey, they don't really have a counter, let's flex into it?
Me on Volskaya, it's always, it's a hella scaling map, so Cho'Gall is always an option. If the enemy team does not see it coming, then we're hella picking it. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And yeah, I think with Muffin, it's always an option. So,
were you surprised by their last pick Zeratul at all?
I figured, like if their last pick, they don't have Tychus, they don't want to try and pick any percent damage dealer, they can opt to kill our backline, and they tried. They didn't really succeed, but they tried.
Yeah, at one
they
point
succeeded in killing me.
one point I made it to the reference of like Chromie and Ana were baby birds trying to hide underneath the wing of Cho'Gall.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he played it well. It's just again with Cho, it's really hard to actually play Zera into it until he scales, and unfortunately, Cho scales as well.
More so Gull's or stun scales. I looked at it after she had that talent from 16 to 17. At level 17, we checked it. She had already stunned them for 19 seconds in one level. of XP.
Yeah, so Muffin, that's probably the last time you get to play Cho. Swing by.
Alas.
No, Cho seemed fine. It was the Gaul that was the problem. You gotta ban the Gaul out. Let him play Cho.
She did do more damage than me. Mhm.
Do you guys have anything you want to say about those maps before we head into shoutouts?
About the maps?
Yeah, well, about the games.
Alright, well, I went into this one thinking, you know, we ought to try to just hold it together. We didn't do great in our last series, but just want us to make sure we go through the season with our heads held up high, not pessimistic, not looking to lose every single map. But well, I
I
feel
was
good.
getting ganked all game long.
Like, I see my offlaner die, and it's like, no problem. This is what he's expecting, right?
As the F bombs drop.
Play nice, you two. Alright, do you guys have any shoutouts you want to do? Wipeout, you can go first.
Yeah, well, for me, definitely to Lurk Patrol. It was a team that I was pretty worried about because they've always been good. I've been playing into them forever now, and Ektar just scouts everyone because they always tend to cast with the people that they play. So great job, great games. And then, hi Lily, she's watching. And thanks to you for picking it up,
Oh, no problem.
and of course the team, our team.
Muffin?
Yep, shout outs to the boosted bonobos, or boopies for short, for sure. Everything is made possible by teamwork. Y'all played so good tonight. Y'all survived, even when I abandoned you. And shout outs to everyone who came to watch. You guys make playing NGS like so much fun. Like, this is literally the whole reason I play NGS, just to
To show off.
and
What you're
Last
enjoy.
night you told me it's me. Last night you told me you played because of me. You jerk.
Basically.
Alright.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, that's it.
Alright. Yeah, so shout out to both teams. Those are very exciting matches. Getting back into this casting thing, and, testing out the new UI I had. We had mixed reactions in chat. Some people really loved it, some people really hated it. I think there's a couple tweaks I could do that I think would make people enjoy it a little bit more. A little bit of things to toggle on and off. I gotta figure out if there's a way to save my presets too. But I'm excited for it. The new UI. Probably get me into cast a
Well,
little bit
I'm
more.
looking forward to watching it.
A lot of information. You might want to watch the beginning of game 1, like before minions, because I tried to explain like everything going on in the UI. We were very excited. We had extra sets too. So yeah, so shout out to both teams. Shout out to Spazo for making that UI. It wasn't for me specifically. I just found it and took it, and it was like, I'm gonna use this. And shout out to Lily, of course. I was there supporting you. And shout out to NGS for putting it all together. And we will see